Welcome to the Hawks Nest. It's time to get into some men's volleyball action. The Humber Hawks are kicking off the second half of their season against the Sheridan Bruins. Hello, I'm Natalie Stoverman. So far this season, the Hawks have had to battle adversity. First, they had a new team, but they've been able to prove themselves by cracking the top 10 list in the country as the 7th best team in Canada. But the adversity doesn't stop there. They'll be without key scorers Nathan Murdoch, Alex Stefanuk, and Simon Smith for a majority of the season. So they have more adversity to deal with. But there is a bright side. They are riding a 5-game win streak into this game. Hopefully, they're going to try and make it 6. Let's send it over to the play-by-play booth for more on the matchup.
Thank you, Natalie. It certainly is going to be a tough game facing all those injuries. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm Connor Forrest. Alongside with me is Corey Graham. Thank you for joining us for the second game of tonight's doubleheader. So as Natalie just mentioned, a number of injuries, but none more notable than Nathan Murdoch. He's the leading scorer all season long. How crucial a game is this going to be for them without him?
You're right. Nathan Murdoch is second in the league in points per set. This is going to be a huge loss for the Humber Hawks. They're 6-3 going up against the Sheridan 5-5. This is a crucial game. They're really close in the standings. Humber's actually 7-2 there, my apologies. And Humber are back a game, so they want to catch up some ground here. They want to make their way towards the front. On Sheridan's side, Sheridan is just holding on to a playoff spot, so Sheridan's going to be fighting. With the Hawks without their top players, it's going to be a tough fight.
Absolutely. Sheridan struggling to stay above 500 in this game. And the first time these two guys met way back when, October 24th, it was a 3-1 game, but very, very tight in every single set. So without those notable players that Natalie mentioned, it's going to be very tough for this Hawks team to take.
Yeah, definitely. You see their Humber Hawks team there. Instead of both Alex Stefanuk and Nathan Murdoch, we have a few other players to look at. Clayton Blanchette, and most notably for the Humber Hawks, he would be the next in line, the best player. He's 2.8 points per set, nowhere close to Nathan Murdoch's 4.8, but it'll have to do.
Absolutely. He'll be getting a lot more touches. Then, of course, you got Stefan Vukmanovic and Jordan Darlington. It's going to be a team effort here from the Hawks.
The starters for the visiting Sheridan Bruins.
Here we're just getting the starters underway now.
If you missed the last game, the Humber women's team defeated the Bruins 3-1 in a very intense game. And we're looking to see just that here with the men's. Both teams very good. Humber 7th in the nation.
A 6-4 left side on number 10, Chris Adams.
With this Bruins team,
6-4 left side.
no joke either. They've had some troubles against some of the top teams, Mohawk, Fanshawe, Humber, Redimere. But with the losses that Humber has suffered, it's definitely their night to take one away.
There we see, I mentioned before the game starts, you see a bunch of those kids in the crowd there. Humber would like to welcome the James S. Bell Junior Middle Sports and Wellness Academy to the game. Those are all those kids sitting there cheering on those Humber Hawks. We'd like to thank them to the game today. Should be a good game for them to watch as well.
Starting lineups for the Humber Hawks underway.
A 6-4 middle drop defense, wearing number 4, Jordan Darlington.
Sorry, Connor. We look at the height on both these teams. It looks like Humber obviously has the height advantage. You look at the starting roster for the Sheridan Bruins out there right now. They're all hovering around about 6'4". While you look on the Humber side, they have a lot of guys over that. They got a 6'6" Clayton Blanchette, 6'7" Stefan Vukmanovic, and if they had Alex Stefanuk, he's 6'9". He would by far be the tallest player on the court. Looks like Humber will have to take advantage of that size today.
And there's Clayton Blanchette, very notable player for this team. Of course, Wayne Wilkins, 20th season, 276 wins, as well as a 3-time OCAA Volleyball Coach of the Year. They're really going to need his expertise to get through this one.
You saw his brother Chris Wilkins pull out a win with the women's team. He's been with that team for 19 years. So the Wilkins brothers both playing for the Humber Hawks and then coming back as alumni and coaching both the men's and women's team. Shows you the dedication to sports that the Hawks really have.
And it looks like the Humber Hawks will most likely open up with first serve.
Simon Smith now serving for the Hawks.
Smith, of course, the setter, starting off with 3 in the front row. That would be Clayton Blanchette and I believe Vukmanovic, followed by Kingsley. And a big first swing coming in for the Bruins. That was number 11, Jeremy Fenton, with a big left side swing.
So Scott Smith, the one who took the serve there, is actually a setter, so odd choice for the Hawks there to start the game.
Free ball. Kingsley Bosiaco with the roll. And Massing gonna let that one go down line and out, 1-1. Michael Masson, the libero for this Humber Hawks team, and Clayton Blanchette up to serve. Blanchette, rookie season, having a fantastic year. Big first swing, that one's gonna go high and wide. Blanchette rolling the second point for the Humber Hawks.
That'll hit one of the many banners the Humber Hawks have hanging from the rafters here, giving them their second point.
Blanchette really gonna need to step it up this game. No Nathan Murdoch, no Scott Smith. Second spinner. Free ball for the Hawks. Here we go. Masson. To Smith. Big swing from Kingsley Bosiaco.
Too much to handle there by number 1, Matt Bandy.
Blanchette. Serving up his third, and that one's going to go in the net. Typically, you see spin serves going to the net, but Blanchette rolling a few points there. Solid start.
Very powerful serves you're going to see from both sides here today. And as I say that, Fenton just lifts one over the net. And that one will go too long. Point will go back to the Bruins.
Jeremy Fenton had that big kill to open up the game for the Bruins, and he just rolls one with his floater. And here we go, second serve. Scramble at the net. It's gonna be a free ball for the Bruins. Right side swing, and that's gonna be number 15, Patrick Andula, who puts that weight down the right side. Andula standing about 6'5", but he looks more like a 6'6", 6'7" from where we're sitting.
It's a very strong start here from the Bruins. Remember, if you were watching the women's game, the Humber Hawks are not nearly as dominant on the men's side as they are on the women's side. Still a very good team, but the women's are undefeated this season, and the men can't say the same.
Vukmanovic, though, getting up there and putting that one down. Stefan Vukmanovic, second year out of Mississauga, standing at 6'7". He's been having himself a great season as well. Just wide and left. Point for the Bruins.
Humber having some struggles right now, trying to keep it in bounds.
So Bobby Demi. He's going to give it floater. Easy take for Blanchette. Big swing from Jordan Darlington. He puts that one down.
Jordan Darlington, one of the better players on this team as well. He has 2.3 points per set, right behind Clayton Blanchette, who currently has the lead with Nathan Murdoch out.
You can expect Blanchette to take a lot of Murdoch swings that he would normally get. And a nice shoot play for Chris Adams, and he puts that one down. The official just waving for them to roll the balls to the side. Both teams running a steady offense, establishing the middle. And this is now Patrick Ndula with the serve. Big swing from Darlington. That one goes all the way back and outside of the court. So Darlington rolling his second point.
Great play there by Darlington. Not much you can do. You make the block and it still goes out of bounds.
And that serve from Hayden McGintyre is going to go long. Service from the Bruins, and that one's going to drop. A great floater coming in from number 4, Josh Butler. And Sheridan has got a 2-point lead now.
Josh Butler, a 5th year, a veteran on this team.
Excuse me, that was, yes, number 4, Josh Butler. That one going to be taken up. Madison, free ball. Fenton with a big swing, and that one's going to go high and wide off the hands of Darlington. A great swing.
I'm not entirely sure it went off his hands. It might have went off his forehead there.
His noggin, yeah, I saw that. We got a replay on that one. They see them lined it up, yeah.
Oh, tips of the fingers. You did get it.
So Blanchette with a cross-court swing. Oh, no lift call on that, but a miscommunication between the setter and attackers on that putover. So Darlington up to serve, and the Hawks trail 7-9. That's C-ball. Josh Butler, no good. A huge block between Vukmanovic and setter Simon Smith.
Two great blocks there. Sorry, Connor. 2 great blocks there. Simon Smith with the second one. He'll get credit for the point. With the first one coming from Clayton Blanchette.
Fenton putting that one over Vukmanovic with the party ball, but it's saved. Great defense from the Bruins. And a tricky play coming in from the center, number 14, Ricky Brar. As he does a little beach move there, putting it over in 2. Chris Adams with the floater. And Simon Smith adopting a similar strategy, putting it over with a tip.
So Humber has the momentum coming into this game. While Sheridan is coming off a 3-1 loss to Fanshawe, Humber has won 4 straight, and that has put them tied for 3rd in the West.
Ooh, miscommunication between Smith and Vukmanovic results in a free ball. Dropping to the ground, easy point for the Bruins. This is Ricky Brar. 3 attackers for the Bruins. And great defense on the swing from Kingsley Bulaski, which results in the big right side swing from Ndula. Some good defense from the Bruins so far. They jump out to a quick 3 lead. Now you see the defense from the swing, Bosacchio. And Blanchette just flying in there, but that one just a bit too strong on the right side swing, and a timeout for the Hawks as they find themselves down 4, 13-9.
And that was a hard serve there. It did catch the fingertips of some of the Bruins players. It will, however, count to Sheridan. I guess the ref didn't think it caught the fingertips.
Switching back and forth between both teams. What have the Bruins been doing so far that has them up right now on these Humber Hawks?
Well, they've just got a lot of communication. Humber's made a few errors so far. It's been a slow start, but it's been back and forth. Even though there's a 4-point lead, I think both teams are in this game.
Absolutely. It's been pretty level-headed so far. Obviously, you're going to miss Nathan Murdoch, your go-to guy when you need him to roll those points. But Blanchette and Darlington both coming out strong, staying aggressive.
This is a very young Humber Hawks team. They have 8 first-year players. That's including Nate Murdoch, who is out with injury right now, their best player. But that's a team that's still trying to get to know each other. They've played 9 games, and you know what? Maybe they are getting to know each other on that 4-game win streak. The last 2 wins coming to 3 straight set wins versus Cambrian and Boreal. You know, Humber starting to gel a little bit more. Nathan Murdoch did play both of those 2 games in November, so, you know, maybe it was because of Murdoch. We'll find out this game.
Obviously, a lot of urgency in this Bruins team. So they're fighting to stay in the playoff picture. Great take from McGintyre. And a great save from Kingsley Bosiaco on that miscommunication, but Fantin gonna fly high and go off the block. Jeremy Fantin with a few kills on the night in his first set. The Bruins still rolling after that Humber Hawks timeout. This is Ricky Brar with the serve. And a great run between Smith and Vukmanovic. Vukmanovic trying to establish himself in the middle.
He's another one of the tall guys I was mentioning at the start of the game. He's 6'7" frame, Vukmanovic, using his size to his advantage.
And only in his second year here coming out of Mississauga, so there's a very young team in the works. And Vukmanovic going one-on-one with middle player Bobby Demi, and he shuts him down.
Humber has had a lot to recover from. They just lost. They just lost a key player last year.
Terrell Bradwell, I believe, is who you're thinking of.
Yes, his name had slipped my mind there. Thank you. He's the OCAA leader in points all time. And that's a tough loss to recover from, and they have with Nathan Murdoch so far.
And there's something you don't see every day. The Bruins called for being out of rotation. Ricky Brar, the setter, not behind Andy Fantin, his foot too far forward. And so the Bruins are going to give up a point on rotation. So Blanchette to serve. A great spinner from Blanchette. Good hustle from Jeremy Fantin. Got to give him props for getting a hand on that. But a great serve from Blanchette. As libero, number 1, Matt Bandy, unable to handle it.
Good catch by the referee on the out of rotation call there. Hard to catch those type of calls.
Blanchette with another spinner. He's really feeling it tonight. And this one's going to be a joust at the net. They keep it alive. They give it outside to McGintyre. A great up from Blanchette. They keep it alive. And this is Kingsley. But he gets roofed by number 15, Patrick Andula.
A great rally set up there. The Bruins lucky that a lift might have been called on them on this side of the court, away from the referee.
Oh, and just a poor set from Simon Smith. Vukmanovic not getting high enough to get touch on that. So some sloppy play from both sides, but really starting to show in these last few points for the Hawks as the Bruins regain their 3-point lead.
It's clear that this game is going to be a lot closer than the women's game we saw earlier today.
And again, that set just a bit too far off to the right from Simon Smith, and Kingsley Bosiaco unable to do anything with it. That lead is now to 4, getting very dangerous to the 20-point mark. Interesting enough, you have a team where none of the players seem to have a spinner. They are entirely float servers. Big swing from Patrick Andula to make it a 5-point lead for the Bruins. Big right side hitter.
That could be entirely due to the Bruins' size. As I mentioned earlier, they don't have too many bigger players. They do have 6'6" Bobby Dummy, but other than that, they're 6'4" and below.
Kingsley Bosiaco getting a nice swing, but they keep it alive. Can the Hawks use this free ball? Here we go. And there it is, but they keep it alive. Great dig from Patrick Andula. They go back to Kingsley, and he puts it along. The defense from the Bruins keeping that alive.
When you can turn a point around like that, that turns games around. I mean, this lead is now at 6. Now that's a big lead in the first set.
Coach Wayne Wilkins going to call a timeout here. His team trails by 6 as they approach the 20-point mark. 19-13 is the score. And the Bruins really leaving it all out there on the court, trying to stay in the playoff picture as well as above 500 on the year.
I think Sheridan's bigs, Butler and Dula and Fenton, sensing Nate Murdoch out. They have to strike, and they have so far.
Absolutely. Nathan Murdoch, who's a big player, out. He would be blocking number 15's Patrick Andula, so Andula can just go to town, taking advantage of the size that he has over there. And he's rolled a few already, including that most recent one. So the Bruins feeling hot and ready to go.
Both Andula and Fenton have 3 kills so far in the first set. And there you see a shot of Humber's head coach Wayne Wilkins. Is his 22nd year coaching this Humber team. His brother Chris coaches the women's. He's in his 19th season. Both of them long tenured coaches in this Humber Hawks organization.
Was a player in 1990, set it for them. And both teams ready to go. Jeremy Fanton up to serve.
Jeremy Fanton, back to serve for the Bruins.
And let's see if the timeout for the Hawks shows any signs of improvement. They get it up, big swing, and that's number 12, Hayden McIntyre. And he puts that one off the hands. So now you have Vukmanovic at the serve. In trail 5, they just got to take it 1 point at a time. Good defense from Vukmanovic. Next time they go to Bosiako. He can't score. Ooh. And the Bruins are going to get called for being on the net. A pretty wild play, and the Hawks will take that one.
That 6-point lead I was talking about before, now cut down to 4.
Vukmanovic. Slot service line. And Jeremy Fanton not happy with the call. Neither is the Sheridan coach. And we saw some problems last game with Niagara coach Scott Hunt. He received a red card actually, so I'll be seeing that there here as well. And Bobby Demey puts that one into the net.
Ugly little play there. He hit it right down in front of the net, being about a few inches away from it.
Vukmanovic still at the service line. And Dula pushing that through the block of McIntyre and Darlington. And he snaps the Humber streak. And Dula looking to be their go-to player right now. And we have a substitution that's going to be Bobby Demey coming out. And number 5, Flavio Polo coming in to serve.
There's a play of Andula getting it just over the net and in front of the block of Humber. There's a new face for the Bruins. Flavio Polo.
Polo to serve. Good pass from Masson. And Darlington going with the left hand. Jordan Darlington getting ambidextrous there as he goes up and he throws that one down with the left.
Nice little switcheroo pulled by Jordan Darlington. Darlington now has 3 kills of his own on the afternoon.
Bosiako with the serve. Easy take for Jeremy Fanton. And Andula going to work, but McIntyre shuts him down there. And a great dig from Kingsley Bosiako. They go to Blanchette. Great defense from the Hawks. Masson, it's going to be a party ball, but Simon Smith shuts him down at the front of the net. A big block there from Simon Smith on the middle. Chris Adams absolutely roofing him. Big play there from Simon Smith. Another take for Fanton. And another block for Simon Smith. And the Hawks right back into this one. Timeout, Bruins.
The 6-point lead has now disappeared into a 1-point lead for the Sheridan Bruins. And head coach Frank Pinto, really feeling the pressure, has to take a timeout.
Absolutely, you can feel the energy off of that big first block from Simon Smith. Then he gets another one with Darlington. The momentum is with the Hawks right now, and they are right back in this first set.
There you see Frank Pinto talking to Ricky Brar about something that he wasn't quite to his liking.
Yeah, Pento, he took over as head coach March 2015. So very, very recently, hasn't even been in there for a full year yet, but doing a good job, this team. Played with Sheridan, obviously, for 5 years. And his team still has the lead. The Hawks getting back in there ASAP. Ready to go, they have the energy. And it should be interesting to see how this timeout plays out. Both teams have a chance to relax for a quick second. And Kingsley Bosiaco will continue his serving spree.
Bosiaco wearing Nate Murdoch's number 15 today.
And there you see number 15, Patrick Andula, really going to him a lot. Of course, the Hayden McIntyre replacing Nathan Murdoch there at the left side. Only 6'3" as compared to Patrick Andula, who stands at about 6'5", 6'6", so really taking advantage of that height.
Andula now being subbed off for Scott Wiseman.
Scott Wiseman going to come in and serve for him, as well as play some defense. And he's going to have to saddle up. And Hayden McIntyre goes right back at him and rolls another one. 20-21 for the Bruins.
Bad bump there by Fenton. Making another sub here, is waiting for the referee to confirm it. And Dula back on the court.
Wiseman got his one play. And so now Hayden McIntyre, and good for the Hawks, Clayton Blanchette in the front court. Big block, but he manages to squeeze it through. That was number 4, Josh Butler. He's been going at that Smith and Darlington block all day. Finally gets one to go through, and now he's up to serve. And here we got a replay on that. Just breaking the block of Smith. And Masson, great leave. He lets that one fly out. Unforced error for the Bruins, 22-21. Substitution now, so Jordan Darlington going to come out. I believe that's number 11.
Rafael Galdamez out there now, the 5'9" setter.
And he's going to come in and play some defense for Jordan Darlington, as well as serve. Easy take for Andula. And a right side swing for Josh Butler.
So now we're starting to see some more back and forth play. Both teams in on the game. 23-21 for the Sheridan Bruins.
Oh, and there we see it again. Vukmanovic going a little bit too early on the set from Smith. And now the Hawks find themselves in a tough spot, trailing 3, and it's set point for the Bruins. Adams to serve. Another substitution. Here we got number 6 coming in for the Hawks. Great dig from Bobby. And Fanton's gonna put it over. Smith goes outside to Blanchette, but he's gonna put that one long, and that is the first set. 25-21, the final score in the first for the Bruins, and they go up 1-0.
That's an unfortunate half there from the Humber Hawks.
All right, guys, well, we'll be right back with set number 2 here at Humber.
At Humber, we are career-focused. We provide practical learning in and out of the classroom. We are chefs. We are programmers. We are community builders. We are technicians. We are entrepreneurs. We are Humber.
Here's set number 2 underway between the men's Humber Hawks and the Sheridan Bruins. Both teams just going to start lining up again. So, Bruins obviously taking that first one. What do you think we need to see from the Hawks in this second to come back and bounce back?
Well, the Humber Hawks have to have a little bit more communication. We saw it twice. Players go up for sets and the ball go right over top of their hand. That's just unacceptable at this level, really. Twice especially. You got to learn from your mistakes, and you got to have some team chemistry going.
Absolutely, some miscommunication, especially between Simon Smith and Brooke Manovic. We've seen that happen a few times. Patrick Andula, how's he been so far? He's been leading the way for this Bruins team.
Yeah, he's been dynamic. He has 5 kills of 8 total attacks. That's just over 600 percentage. And the team percentage is actually just about to reach 5, and that's pretty good for just one set.
So the Bruins definitely taking advantage of certain size mismatches. Patrick Andula against McIntyre. Obviously, the Hawks not having Nathan Murdoch as well as Scott Wilson and a few other players. But they're still fighting, making that first set very close, and they're looking to bounce back. Jordan Larrington has been leading the way. He has 3 kills on the night. And the Bruins will open up. That will be Chris Adams with the first serve. Second set underway. Here we go. They go straight to Blanchette. Ooh, but Blanchette just taking that wrong. And Blanchette has had a few mistakes. We saw him end the first set with a long shot, and that one going way wild. So Clayton Blanchette definitely got to start heating it up. So 1-0 Bruins. Great dig from Andula, but a big block between Blanchette and Darlington off of Josh Butler, and that was a monster block right there.
Not much Butler can do. He kind of got pushed off balance with the high set. Got a nice block there by Humber. I think that was Smith. And comes right back towards him.
Oh, but a great run for Jeremy Fanton, who can absolutely just get up there. He goes right. And Blanchette can't seem to take that. And now the Bruins with 3 hitters. Ricky Brower to serve. Good take from Masson. They go back to Blanchette. Blanchette going long again. He's really ice cold right now.
Humber not wanting Sheridan to take a hold in this game right now.
Blanchette getting frustrated. We'll see if he can pick it up. Oh, and they go back to Blanchette. Oh, and Clayton Blanchette, even on the roll shots, he's getting blocked. So Blanchette's somebody who leads the team without Nathan Murdoch, really having some difficulties in the second set. And Blanchette getting that one to go on a set a little bit too far with his left hand, but still some frustration coming in from this Humber Hawks side.
He's still shaking his head. Maybe he just needed one to get going. A tip. Get him out of his slump here early on in the second set.
Hawks with 3 hitters now. Simon Smith to serve. He goes short. Great dig from Blanchette. He keeps it alive. They go right side to Fanton. He's going to have to tip that, though. And they go back to Blanchette, and that's going to hit the antenna. Bruins lead by 3. Fanton to serve. Good take from Blanchette. They go to him again. And out again, Blanchette. They've been going to him a number of times.
Blanchette puts it where they ain't.
Oh, and they're gonna give the point to the Hawks on the net. And the Bruins not happy with it.
No, not at all. Josh Butler taking that one there. Ref said he had contact with the net.
Oh, Blanchette can't even get his serve to go. Some frustration for him right now.
This is a guy that Humber leans on with Nate Murdoch out, and they need him to play a little bit better than he's playing right now.
Bosiaco can't quite beat the block. Oh, and the call's going to go in favor of the Hawks.
Josh Butler getting the call again. And the referee and head coach of Sheridan, Frank Pinto, getting into it right now.
And Vukmanovic up to serve. The Bruins, despite the questionable calls, still lead by 2. Ricky Brar to Pandula, that's stopped. And a free ball for the Hawks. Darlington goes up, but Butler makes it so it doesn't come down. And a big lock there between Chris Adams and Butler.
Butler's play is the kind that Humber needs from Clayton Blanchette right about now. Butler battling through 2 calls gone against him in the last 2 plays.
Oh, a great save from Masson. McIntyre, that's an easy up. Big block. But that one, a pipe ball from Fenton, going to go all the way off of Darlington and out the back. So just speaks to how strong these guys are swinging it.
Christian De La Cruz almost touching that one before it goes out. His teammate urging him to leave off, and he did. That works out in the Bruins' favor.
And that's going to be called for hits. No touch on the block. The Bruins rolling a few consecutive points here off of Pandula's serving. They're having some trouble attacking.
Pandula has been on fire this game.
And they're going straight at McIntyre. Easy up for Smith. They go to Bosiak. And Josh Butler's going to put that one down, and you see Coach Frank Pinto signaling to Pandula, just keep going at McIntyre. And timeout for the Hawks. The Bruins up by 6, 10-4.
Not much to say about this game so far. Humber's had a lot of struggle from 2 different players on the team. That's Hayden McIntyre and Clayton Blanchette. And occasionally, Bosiaco has big shoes to step in that number 15 jersey. Nate Murdoch was leading the team and almost leading the team in points, the league in points per set. He was second. So far, he's doing all right. He's not struggling, but the play of Blanchette and McIntyre are not helping their team.
Absolutely. So what needs to change with this Hawks team? They find themselves down 4-10 in the second after losing the first. So they definitely, what do you think they need to make a change to?
Well, the good thing is their communication has picked up a little bit. There hasn't been those mental mistakes that have been happening between players. However, Clayton Blanchette really just needs to find his stride. He needs to find his serve because when he does one good thing, he finds a way to make another unforced error. Here we see a shot of Jordan Darlington, number 4. He had 3 kills in the first set. Still has 3, but he has added 1 dig to his roster, or his stats roster, I guess.
A very young team, as you mentioned earlier. A lot of first years playing in this game. You have McIntyre, you have Blanchette, Murdoch himself. This team looking could be very, very good in its years to come.
Jordan Darlington himself is actually a 4th year on this team. One of the veterans. Another 4th year is Michael Madsen, their libero. He's out there now on the floor as well.
And Jordan Darlington coming out of that timeout with a big bang, leading the team in kills.
He adds his 4th kill on the night.
Back serving for the Hawks, number 15, Kingsley Bosiaco.
And Bosiaco up to serve. They really needed him to roll a few. Good take from Butler. And a shoot to Chris Adams, and it's going to score. Bosiaco can't quite handle it. And the Bruins bounce right back.
Butler now taking the serve for the Bruins.
Ooh, Blanchette taking that low with the hands, but they keep it alive. They go outside to Fenton. He hits it with the left, keeps it good. Blanchette goes off the hands, it's still played. Hayden, McIntyre, joust by Smith, he wins it. Brar to Fenton, he tries rolling it, blocked by Smith. And it's a free ball. Masson, great pass to Darlington, and he puts it away.
Long rally ended by Jordan Darlington putting his 5th kill, and now he is the player to watch on the Humber Hawks.
Great defense from Michael Masson. Great pass on that tip to give Smith a good set to give to Darlington. A great rally overall from both teams. And McIntyre, who's had some rough goings this set, puts that one to the net, and they still find themselves down 6 in this second.
So now every player on the floor now has a kill for Humber, except for their libero, Michael Madgton.
And Blanchette gets one going, a big swing down the line, and that's what you want to see if you're Humber, getting him involved. The lead is now down to 5.
Blanchette doing what he does best. Don't let him near the net.
Darlington to serve. Let's see if Smith and Vukmanovic can work out their timing on those quicks. Easy up for Blanchette. They go back to him. And he goes off the hands. Blanchette rolling 2 in a row.
Jordan Darlington back to serve.
Darlington again. And Ricky Brar goes to his middle. Number 8, Bobby DeMee. And he puts that one away. DeMee's been quiet, but getting back in the action there.
Brar, who just got that kill, now back to make the serve.
3 attackers for the Bruins. And Brar's going to put that one long. It's a little gift.
Yes, Brar has been hit and miss on that team as well. Penso, the head coach for the Bruins, has been all over Brar all game for mistakes that he's been making out on the floor.
Setter for the Hawks, Simon Smith, and he's also going to put that one long. Both setters missing their serves. And now you have 3 in the front court for the Hawks. Blanchette, Rosiaco, and Vukmanovic. Fenton to serve. Hayden McIntyre can't quite handle it, results in a free ball. Here we go. Brar, right side, Pandula rips it down the line. Masson can't handle it.
That one's such a heavy swing that it bounces all the way around the court.
Fenton giving it right back with that missed serve. So the Hawks find themselves down 10-15 here in this second. Blanchette to serve. He's starting to get back into it. He rolled 2 consecutive kills earlier on.
His serves have been the problematic point of his game so far, though.
Let's see if we can get this one to go. Good toss. But contact a little bit too high, and that one goes long. Blanchette can't seem to get his serve going.
Having trouble finding that middle ground between too light and too hard. He's either floating it into the net or hitting it too long.
All right, so we have a substitution here, number 5 for the Bruins. Flavio Polo coming back in for Bobby DeMee, and he's going to serve, most likely just for 1 possession.
Flavio Polo actually listed from Caracas, Venezuela on our official OCAA roster.
And always a risk when you bring a guy off the bench. He might be cold, he might not be. And Polo putting it straight into the net, and they're going to bring DeMee back in. So going point for point right now, but one team has to pull away. And if you're the Hawks, you definitely want that to be you right here, right now. Vukmanovic to serve. Oh, but a great run. Oh, amazing pass from Josh Butler, resulting in a great quickie to Bobby DeMee.
Now a 6-point lead for the Bruins. Back to serve, Scott Wiseman.
He comes in for Bobby DeMee. Blanchette. Hayden McIntyre. Fenton keeps it alive. Put over by Butler. Darlington. Big swing from Butler, and he gets it to go. Josh Butler, a flat-footed jump. He just rips that one. cross court. What a swing.
Yeah, and I was going to mention during the play, but it's going a little too quickly. Jordan Darlington is very good at trying to make those little switch-ups halfway through. It is clear he can make a hit with either his left or his right.
Josh Butler in his 5th year at Sheridan, and there you're seeing Kingsley Boziaco going off the hands of Josh Butler.
And he's going to be subbed out here.
Pandula coming back in. I believe that was Wiseman. He's going back to the bench, so Pandula, one of the bigger swingers for this Bruins team. And Chris Adams going to put that into the net off the serve from Alex Stefanuik.
That's not Stefanuik. Yeah,
Nope.
Stefanuik is out with an injury right now. And he's also 6'9", so I know for sure that's not him.
Another big block between Smith and Darlington. So Simon Smith and Darlington shutting it down there at the front, and now the Hawks, who are down 6 now, find themselves down 4, bringing it back one play at a time.
And so the lead is now down to 4 points, 18-14 in the second set.
The boys,
Humber, they're gaining ground a little bit here.
absolutely, they are. Just 1 point at a time with plays from Simon with Darlington, good serves from Zach. So they're definitely making it. They're making a comeback.
Yep, improved play from every player on Humber, actually. Jordan Darlington still playing as well as he did in the first half. And Clayton Blanchette and Hayden McIntyre recovering from a little bit of a bad first set. Not too bad, but Blanchette still need to find those serves.
The boys travel to Niagara along with the women, coming January 20th.
There we see a block there. Just some of the plays that we've seen over the last set. As we return into the second set, this timeout just about to end.
The Hawks look to continue their 4-game winning streak by making it 5 here with the win over these Bruins, but they find themselves down 1-0 and trailing in the second, 18-14. And Zach is back up to serve. And that one gonna go in the net. So the Bruins will retain that. Couple of unforced errors between that one, along with a few from Blanchette. For the Hawks, you would definitely like to avoid those. Good take from Blanchette. Oh, and McIntyre is going to get called for that swing going outside the antenna. Hayden McIntyre, obviously filling in the left side position for none other than Nathan Murdoch.
And that one just rolled off his fingertips.
Smith trying to dump that on the second. It's blocked, but could recover from Darlington. McIntyre with the swing. They go to Butler. Big right side swing, and that one goes out. Good lead from Zach.
That was actually a very good lead. Very close to being in, and a quick smash. Had to get out of the way quickly.
Hayden McIntyre with the serve. Good take. Ricky Brar, he gives that to Chris Adams, and a great dig. Masson. Smith. Darlington with the hang time. And a free ball. Oh, and Zach just a little bit too slow on the tip, and Fanton is going to score with that one. The Hawks now find themselves in a little bit of trouble, down 6. And the Bruins need 4 more points. Can they bring it back here, Corey?
It's going to be a long road, especially when you do stuff like that. But it's a 7-point lead now, and the Humber Hawks have to turn things around now because the third set is going to be the killer.
Kingsley Boziaco back in, and the Bruins need 3 points to close out this second and take a 2-0 lead.
This is Chris Adams.
And Hayden McIntyre, his hands are broken on that one. A great serve from Adams. And they're just going at McIntyre neck. Timeout from Coach Wilkins. As they're down 8, 2 points to go for the Bruins to close out this second, 23-15.
Good decision there from Wayne Wilkins, wanting to get a break. When things happen like that, where a floater's coming across and it just breaks a defender's hands, you need to get a break here, get some of those mental mistakes out of the game.
The boys are, I believe, 7-2 on this season, 7th in the country, with lots of season left, so they'll really love getting Murdoch back, as well as Scott Wilson. Although Wilson's still in crutches, could be a while before they get him back.
Yeah, definitely. And Murdoch is actually not even at the game today. So don't know when his return will be. Might not even be until later in the semester. I've also seen Alex Stefaniak walking around the outside of the court here. He's not sitting on the bench with the team, but he is at the game. We have seen him today.
Adams back at the service line. He's going to look to put this one away. 2 points is all the Bruins need. No. Official catching, I believe that was Marcel Fang for playing with the balls on the sidelines there. And here we go, back into it. And they go straight at Hayden McIntyre. Blanchette with 1 to go, but he blows that long.
Well, watch out on the bench there. The Bruins libero getting the full force of that.
And Adams looking to seal the deal here. They go to Blanchette, and Blanchette gets that one to go. And they take it back, but it might be a little bit too late. They trail 16-24. Set point for the Bruins, but Darlington at the service line. Let's see how many he can roll.
All Blanchette has to do is just, I think he's in his own head here, shaking his head after even good plays that he does.
And there you see it, the combo between Brar and Demi puts it away. Now the Hawks find themselves in a tough position, down 2-0 as they lose that one, 25-16.
This has to be frustrating with all the injuries on the Humber Hawks.
Well, we'll be right back here with the third set coming up.
You've got your degree. Now take your education to the next level. At Humber College, our career-focused programs incorporate hands-on practical experience both in and out of the classroom, allowing you to get the experience employers are looking for.
All right, we are back here in the third set for the Humber Hawks versus the Sheridan Bruins, and the Hawks are down 2-0. There's a lot of struggle going on now. The Humber Hawks have a lot of injuries. They have a lot of players taking over. And some of the players that they're relying on to get points, Blanchette and McIntyre, are struggling a little bit this game.
Meanwhile, on the other side, you got guys like, number 15, Patrick Andula, really showing up here. He's been a great factor. Of course, Josh Butler. And the Bruins are really just clicking on all cylinders right now. But if you're just joining us now, the women's Hawks team took the Bruins in 4 sets, 3-1 was the final. But a very dramatic finish. The Bruins did come back being down 2-0 and make it a very exciting third and fourth set. So hopefully the Hawks can do something similar here.
And you know what, there we have an excellent shot of both Blanchette and McIntyre, the two players I talked about who are struggling a little bit out there. Blanchette's been good right at the net, but his serves have been all over the place today. He's going to have to get his head back in the game. I think he's getting a little bit inside his own head. Even when he makes good plays, he's getting frustrated.
Absolutely. Hey, McIntyre's got to step it up as well. They're going at him on serve receive all the time. You see the coaches signaling to him. So he's really got to step it up. And just a team effort from the Hawks. But now that they are down 2-0, maybe we'll see some urgency. They're ready to go. Of course, losing Nathan Murdoch as well as Scott Wilson and a few other players as well.
There we see one of the shining points of the Humber game today. Jordan Darlington has 5 kills so far in 8 total attacks. That's good enough for a 6.25 kill percentage.
But you see the Hawks, they're already on the floor and they're in a good mood. They're still showing good body language. Their spirits are still held high. So if anybody can make a comeback right now, it's these boys right here. We're starting up in just a minute. Both teams travel to Niagara on the 20th to take on the Knights. Both respected teams in the division. Humber riding a 4-game win streak, and they would really hope to make it 5. Meanwhile, the Bruins fighting to stay in the playoff picture. They're at 5-5 right now. They lose, they go below 500. But if they win, they will move up 1 in the rankings.
The Humber Hawks are also 1 game behind most teams around them. They have played 9 games, while most other teams in the league have played 10, 11, or 12. Winning would put them ahead of Mohawk in the lead for 3rd place. Right now they're tied for 3rd with Mohawk and Niagara. They would certainly like to have 3rd place all by themselves. It's a long way to go for that, though. They are now down 2 sets, and we're in the 3rd. This is do or die time.
Oziaco will open us up here, and we have a little bit of a change. Libero Michael Masson is out. Meanwhile, the Hawks number 11, Rafael Galdamez will suit it up, and he will be libero instead of Masson. Meanwhile, pretty standard lineup for this Hawks team. And right off the rip, it's number 15, Patrick Andula, who has been big all night, taking advantage of that size and the height he's got on his defender. And it's a quick 1-0 lead for the Bruins.
Bobby Dummy, the tallest guy on the Bruins team, taking the serve here.
Good save by Ricky Brar. And it's going to be a late whistle, but a 4-point play called against the Bruins.
And the Bruins just laughing it off there. I don't think they realized that they hadn't hit it that often.
And Michael Masson actually in the game, not to serve, but seems to be playing as an outside hitter. And a big right swing from none other than Andula. He has been huge. Absolutely rolling on that left side block.
Odd that they've made the switch here.
Wayne Wilkins trying out a different lineup. Good take from Galdamez. Played by Smith. But off the block, it's not going to be able to be handled. And the Bruins jump out to a quick 3-1 lead. And Dula will serve again. Blanchette. Not much you can do with it. Fanton. Played by Masson. Blanchette forced to give it a free ball. Brar to Adams. Great dig from Bosiaco. Smith wins the joust. And here we go with another one. And the joust is won by Darlington.
He walks back to his team flexing. He knows he's been the best player out on the court there for the Hawks. He deserved to show off a little bit there.
Darlington at the serve now. Chris Adams. We've seen him make a few mistakes like that. And just a little miscommunication there between the setter and Adams. And he puts that one into the net.
So we still see Michael Madsen out there not wearing the Libero's jersey anymore.
And a big swing coming in from number 4, Josh Butler, but he's put down by Smith and Vukmanovic. And here we got a replay on that. A beautiful set from Ricky Brar. But my goodness, Butler just gets roofed there by Smith.
Vukmanovic gets most of that ball. He'll probably get charged with the block.
Butler gonna roll it. Easy take for Darlington. And they go to Blanchette. And Blanchette goes cross court. He rips that one.
Now, here come the Hawks. If Blanchette keeps hitting like that, he'll have no problem getting his head back in this game.
The Hawks roll 3 straight off of Darlington's serves. Let's see if they can make it 4 consecutive points. Fanton, easy take. Oh, but Chris Adams manages to get one to go. And a great pass from Fanton leads to a great quick from Ricky Brar to Chris Adams. But the Hawks now in front with a great run. Now let's see if they can respond. Josh Butler. Galdamez, that one going off the side a little bit. Ooh, but Blanchette just missed timing that, hitting it a little low on his swing, and that one goes into the net.
Blanchette, a little hit and miss this game. It's been on and off. And don't get too frustrated with yourself. Just pick it back up. Try and find those good plays.
Blanchette responds and goes side out. He rips that one down cross again. He seems to be loving that shot.
And that's all they need from Blanchette. He's still frustrated with himself. You can visibly see it out on the court. And it's not good to be in that mindset when you're out there. I mean, even though he makes that good play, he might put himself in another bad position.
Smith with the serves, and they try a C ball with Butler, and it works. The right side swing, back row, goes off the block, and they tie it up at 6.
Humber showing a little more fight so far in this third set.
Adams. And a good lead by Masson.
So it's interesting what the Hawks have done here. They put Rafael Galdamez as the libero. He's normally a setter. And then Michael Madsen, the 4th year, as the outside hitter.
Seems they've replaced him with Hayden McIntyre, who is on the bench right now, so they're trying Masson at the outside swing. And Ricky Brar with the tricky swing, the tricky volley. But good recovery. And Masson winning the joust against Brar. Big swing from Boziaco, no touch, and it's gonna go long.
I guess Wayne Wilkins is just thinking you need to change something up here. It's done all right so far.
Hayden McIntyre was the target for most of their serves, so Masson, who is normally a libero, obviously being a passing specialist, would be a good fit.
Especially having the experience that he has, being a 4th year. He's one of the only ones on the team.
Oh, and a great run coming in from Andula. Nobody in sight. He rips that one down line. Andula has been fantastic this game. He really has.
And I actually noted how many first years the Humber Hawks have. But on the other side, the Bruins have 5 first years, and one of them is Andula, who's having a really good game for them.
Galdamez is going to set up Masson. Masson tipping over the triple. Fanton trying to do the same. And they keep it alive. Boziak. He's going to go deep, and it's not going to be able to handle by the libero. And he ties it up at 8. So back and forth between these two teams. No one really at an advantage right now. And Darlington front row.
Vukmanovic now for the serve.
Brar goes to Fanton, but Fanton, you can just hear that awful sound when it hits your fingertips, and it goes long right there.
And look out, our cameraman almost got hit with that at the other end.
So the Hawks take the lead off of that unforced error. And they go back to Fantin. This time, Fantin going at the smaller Masson and right off the hands.
Yeah, and this is definitely back and forth. I mean, it's been 1-1 and 1-1 in all this third set. The Hawks have to go for a streak at some point in this game, in this set, sorry, because it's, again, it's do or die. They're down 2.
They go to Masson this time, but Masson hits the antenna, and that's going to be an automatic out. So now the Bruins take the point back. And you can really see why they're missing Nathan Murdoch, man. I mean, they just keep going to that left side. And Fantin really going to put that into the net.
I mean, it is possible to win without Murdoch. Murdoch is an exceptional player, but Blanchette, Darlington, and Vukmikovic are all serviceable players in the OCAA. It's just, you know, Blanchette hasn't been doing too well. They've been making errors like that. It's going to hit and miss game for the Humber Hawks so far.
Another missed serve from Boziaco. To me, oh, that coming, oh, great block by Smith though. And Smith actually going to win that. Butler called for a double. So Smith with a joust off of the over and 1. And you've seen Simon Smith do that a few times this game.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty well for the Humber Hawks.
And a great fix from Brar. He gives it to Adams and he throws it down.
And you can tell the difference between this game and the women's game. I mean, we have about the same amount of fans in the crowd as we did then, and it was absolutely electric in here, and not much noise coming from the crowd right now.
Smith to Blanchette. He squeezes it through. Oh, but Darlington deciding to volley that. And Dula. From that C-ball, he goes off the hands and it goes out. So Patrick Andula scoring yet another one.
Dynamic play from the first-year Andula and the veteran Josh Butler of the Sheridan Bruins.
Blanchette just getting a finger on it. He's going to be coming into that. Great save from Darlington. And the Hawks respond. They go to Blanchette. Oh, but Blanchette is roofed by Chris Adams.
It's rallies like that the Humber Hawks need to get in. It's unfortunate it did not end up in their favor, but at least they're getting something going here. There's only a 3-point lead in the third set. They need to turn it around quick.
Timeout by Coach Wayne Wilkins. He wants to talk it over. And this is the biggest deficit they've suffered this set. Down by 3, 14-11. See Blanchette starting to get more active. Haven't seen quite what we want from him yet, but he is starting to get in there. We'll see if they keep Michael Masson in at left side. Obviously, you have Hayden McIntyre, a bigger player there, could help stop Patrick Andula there at the right side. And
the good thing you can see right here is that the bench is staying positive. They're up, they're happy, they know that they can still be in this game. There's a few things to go their way in this when this comes back from timeout.
That's right, still anybody's game. But definitely a different atmosphere in here than when the women's were playing, absolutely.
Sheridan's bench trying to keep warm while this timeout's going on, just in case they have to go on. You see Robert Andula leading the charge there for the Bruins. Even though being a first year, it looks like he's acting like a leader out there.
Obviously the first year, 6'5" right side swing outside of Mississauga. Really playing well tonight, taking advantage of the smaller blocker. And he has a number of kills on the night.
You can tell that this Bruins team has a lot of chemistry, and it might be because so many of their players are from Mississauga. And they may have played with each other before coming to Sheridan.
On that shoot play, Blanchette manages to break the block, and he gets it through. So now a 2-point deficit the Hawks face. And Darlington, always a reliable server with that float.
Darlington has been a rock for the Hawks today at everything he has done. getting kills, serves, and you'll get another point there. I think that was an unforced error.
Ricky Brar is shooting that a little bit too strong for Chris Adams, and that's going to go out of play. So now the Hawks trail by 1. And they give it to Andula. Saved by Darlington. And Masson's going to put it over. Free ball for the Bruins. 1-on-1. And Josh Butler takes it home, going cross court. And when you get a 1-on-1 play like that, you already know it's going to go straight to the floor.
Madsen mad at himself for getting that, but you don't really blame him there. That one's coming in hot.
Josh Butler, 5th year.
There you see a replay of that. And a nice shot, a good angle coming right at Madsen. Not much he could do to return that ball.
Another free ball for the Bruins. This time they go to Fantin. And that one goes out of play. Good save by Boziaco, though. Just a shame it hit the net. Automatically out of play.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
So now, out of that timeout, the Bruins roll 2 points.
Butler about to go. Referee's talking over something with Hawks coach Wayne Wilkins.
Hawks get it right back off of that missed serve from Butler.
And I'm not quite sure what just happened. They were talking about it not hitting the flag. I don't know if they're talking about the same play because I'm pretty sure it did. But we'll move on from that.
So an over and 1. So a scramble. Boziaco can't quite make something of it. Fantin. Oh, and Smith gets a touch on it, but that's going to go off his arms and out. Some good defense from Simon Smith, but just a bit too strong off that hit from Jeremy Fantin.
And here we see a replay of that. Jeremy Fenton hits that a little too hard for Humber to return. I think that was Smith off the shoulder.
Ooh, and we've seen it all game, and there it is again. That timing issue with Smith and Vukmanovic. We see it there again, giving up another point. And now they find themselves down 4, approaching the later points of this game. So now the Humber Hawks really got to step it up. Boziaco showing up.
There's no mistake there. Vukmanovic not having a great game up front, but at least someone's there to pick it up. And there you see a replay of that point. That'll bring it within 3 again. That lead keeps coming back into play.
Blanchette with the spinner. And he gets that one to go. A great block from Vukmanovic. But a great play from the Bruins. And off a great block between Vukmanovic and Michael Masson. Right there, you see it. A great dig. And a dump from Ricky Brar to keep it alive.
That's a few times this set so far that great blocks on Humber's side haven't turned into a point.
Kingsley Boziaco reaching high for that one.
You caught him looking.
Down 3. Still anybody's game. And Vukmanovic. And here we see that sub that we anticipated might come. Hayden McIntyre coming in, bigger player. Could definitely help stop Andula on that right side. Butler gets it up, and there's Andula. Andula goes off the hands of Darlington and Boziaco, and he scores again.
And there's another great block that just does not go the Hawks' way. That just bounces out. So now a 4-point lead.
Oh, the Hawks had their hands turned in and everything. It just didn't go their way on that one. Okay, Hawks get a free ball, but they go back to Darlington. They do. Darlington reaching for the stars. He puts that one down.
He waits just the right amount to pass that, get that past the block. Darlington has been the best player by far on the Hawks today.
All right, and looks like Boziaco's going to come out, and Zach will come in to serve. They find themselves down 3, 17-20. Fantin Ricky Brar into me, puts that one down. You got to give it to this Bruins offense. They're really clicking on a great pass there to a great set, to a great finish. The Hawks losing the first 2 sets. Need to win this one or they face elimination. Meanwhile, the Bruins 4 points from taking the match.
And that one's way out.
And Demi will come back in. Flavio Polo blowing that serve long. 18-21. And Darlington has a great serve. There's some rotation confusion.
Only the 4 captains allowed to have.
And we have some confusion on the floor here on the Hawks side. The referee saying only the captain's allowed to approach the stand. There is a lot going on over here on the Hawks. I think we finally figured it out.
So
Rafael Galdamez coming on, Madsen going for the serve.
And it looks like Darlington will be next up to serve. Just 1 step ahead of the rotation, and the official gives the okay. And a big point here for the Hawks. Head coach Frank Pinto just talking it over. Masson with the serve. Chris Adams throws it down, and Zach can't handle it. A big play for the Bruins as they go up 4, 22-18.
This is a tough struggle to watch this Humber team who have had there's been a lot of good points to see in this game, but it's they're struggling to find some way to make up these leads that the Bruins keep getting.
Scott
There's a replay.
Wiseman going to come in to serve. Galdamez with a good pass. Smith to Blanchette. They needed that, but he puts it long, and it's 23-18 for the Bruins.
Blanchette frustrated, just like his coach, most likely.
They've definitely had a struggle this game. Blanchette has had a rough game. Wiseman, and he throws the ace. Scott Wiseman makes it a 6-point lead, and it's match point for the Bruins. Timeout, Wayne Wilkins.
So it's clear to see why Scott Wiseman always comes in to serve. That seems to be all he's been doing this game.
So Wiseman coming in, rolling 2. All the momentum is with this, this Bruins team. What do the Hawks have to do out of this timeout? They got to roll 6 consecutive points if they wish to keep their hopes in this game alive.
Well, I've been praising the positivity on their bench all game, but right now facing a sweep, they're 6 points back. They should be thinking about how they can come back in this game, but right now it looks like they're just laughing it off. Wayne Wilkins trying to get his team in this game, but he has to turn a lot of players around. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to fix a lot of the holes in their game right now.
Absolutely. Obviously, you can put quotes around this Hawks team, as a lot of their team is out right now. So Nathan Murdoch, Scott Wilson, a number of other players. So this Hawks team really battling injury.
Yeah, right now we've got on crutches Scott Wilson, number 1, the outside hitter. We've got Alex Stefaniak, who's in the building, but he is injured, not playing today. And then Nathan Murdoch, their best player, who is out and not in the building at all today.
And Wiseman going to put that one short, make it a 19-24 game. Vukmanovic going to come back in, and Darlington is up to serve. Can he roll 5 consecutive points to keep their hopes in this game alive?
If it's going to be anybody, it's Darlington.
He's been the number 1 player for the Hawks this game. Fantastic pass from Fenton. Miscommunication, though, so a free ball for the Hawks. Blanchette, and he gets some touches, so Blanchette rolls 1 from the outside.
That'll definitely hit some fingers. 4-point lead now. Darlington for the serve again.
And there you have it. Chris Adams responds on a great pass and set from Ricky Brar, and that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 25-20 is your final score in the third set. The Sheridan Bruins take this one in a sweep, 3-0.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't want to say it at that last timeout, but it didn't look like the Humber Hawks were going to get it done. They just hadn't have enough going for them today. In fact, they had a lot going against them. Injuries, players, making mistakes, a lot of unforced errors. It just wasn't in the cards today.
The Hawks battled hard, making each game tight, but they will drop to 7-3 on the season. They go to Niagara January 20th. Their win streak now over, while the Bruins are above 500 with a 6-5 record. This team really missing Nathan Murdoch, but they battled, and hopefully their health will better over the course of this season. Not even halfway through it yet. Still lots of more games to be played.
So we look at some of the stats this game. The reason why Sheridan College, their percentage is so outstanding this game, and especially Patrick Andula, number 15, 16 total attacks and 10 kills, no unforced errors, an outstanding game from the first year.
And we'll be with Natalie Stroberman shortly. She'll be talking to one of the players. So the women's team takes it 3-1, while the men's team loses 3-0.
Yeah, very, very different games. Hopefully Humber can get some of their injured players back. Right now, Natalie Stoberman is over at the sidelines with number 7, Michael Matchson.
Thank you, gentlemen. Michael Meitzen, tough loss today, but what do you think the squad can take away from this game?
We need to get better. We've had a lot of new people, and we have improved a lot over the break, but we need to get a lot better.
Well, it's true. It's hard to do considering all the adversity that you guys have been battling since the beginning of the season, and with all the new faces. How far have you guys come?
We have come a long way. It's a whole new squad. Even the beginning of last semester, now this semester, it's a new team. I love these guys. We love each other. We're ready to move forward as together and to win.
Now, what is the best way that you see this team moving forward and building that chemistry that you're kind of behind now?
It's just going to take more practices. We have the time. It's the beginning of this semester. It's a whole new half. And we know what we're going into with all the other teams, and they really don't know what we have to bring even still yet. So.
Well, it sounds promising. Thank you very much, Michael. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Natalie, and definitely a lot of new faces. They're really adjusting to it, but they're coming along nicely, and I'm sure their chemistry will bond over the next few games.
And hopefully some of the guys get back from injury. Alex Stefaniak was walking around okay today, so maybe he'll return sometime soon, and who knows with Nathan Murdoch, right?
Got you guys around. Thank you for joining us.